This is your fourth unit, sale of partnership to a limited company. Under this chapter, we are going to cover meaning and objective of conversion of firm or sale of firm to a limited company, accounting treatments under vendor firm and purchasing company. So let's see with the meaning of sale of partnership to a limited company. Meaning of sale of partnership to a limited company. The objective of limiting the personal liabilities of the partners, an existing partnership firm may sell its entire business to an existing limited company or may convert itself into a limited company. Here the partnership firm is being sold to the company, or partnership firm may convert itself into a company. Let's take an example. ABC firm converted into XYZ Limited, or ABC firm is purchased by the X Limited. Here in this case, the conversion of partnership firm into the company is happening, and here the sale of partnership firm to the company is happening. The firm which is being sold is called vendor firm, and the company which is purchasing the firm is called purchasing company. So here ABC firm is called vendor company and XYZ Limited is called purchasing company. And in this case ABC firm is called vendor company and X Limited is called purchasing company. In both of these cases, the existing partnership firm is dissolved and all the books of accounts are closed, and the same accounting procedure is followed as for simple dissolution of firm. So here for accounting purpose, both the situations are treated as same. Here situation means sale of firm to a company or conversion of firm into a company. Main objectives of conversion or sale of the firm are as follows. First one, to increase the capital. Second, to increase the managerial skill and to increase the capacity of operations or to get an advantage of limited liability. Then the next topic is purchase consideration. So what do you mean by purchase consideration here? A sum payable by the purchasing company to the vendor firm for purchasing the business is called purchase consideration. So a sum paid by the purchasing company to the vendor firm for purchasing the business is called a purchase consideration. Let's see here, ABC firm is purchased by X Limited. So here X Limited is a purchasing company which is going to pay a sum to the ABC firm. That amount is called a purchase consideration. Okay. Under this chapter, we are going to cover three topics. The first one is calculation of purchase consideration. Then the second one is closing journal entries or ledgers in the books of vendor firm. And the third one is opening journal entries or ledger accounts in the books of purchasing company. So let's start the calculation of purchase consideration. So under this we are going to follow two steps. So the step number one is find out under what method the purchase consideration is payable by the purchasing company to vendor firm. So here the purchase consideration calculated any of the following method. So basically there are three methods to calculate the purchase consideration. The first one is lump sum method and the second one is net asset method and the third one is net payment method. The first method is lump sum method. Under this method, a fixed amount paid by the purchasing company will be given, or the amount of PC is fixed under lump sum method. Let's say X Limited is buying ABC partnership for 1 crore. So that 1 crore is a fixed amount which is going to paid by the purchasing company to the selling company. So this will come under a lump sum method. And the second method is net asset method. Under this method, we are going to calculate the purchase consideration by using the below format. Before that, let's understand what is the meaning of purchasing a business here. So here it means the company is buying all the assets and all the liabilities of the firm. So here purchasing of business or purchasing of partnership means here the company is buying all the assets and all the liabilities of the partnership firm. So this is the format. It says total assets taken over by the purchasing company at agreed value. This should be at agreed value. Take that amount and reduce or deduct all the total liabilities taken over by the purchasing company at an agreed value. So you need to take first all the assets at an agreed value and deduct all the liabilities which are taken over by the purchasing company at an agreed value. After deducting, you will get the purchase consideration. This is the worth of the business. This is the worth of the partnership firm. The third method is net payment method. Under this method, actual payment made by the purchasing company to the vendor firm would be specified, and the payment made in form of cash, shares and debentures or any combination would be specified. So under this method, the details of payments made by the purchasing company to the vendor firm will be mentioned, and in what form the purchasing company is paying to the vendor firm is also mentioned. So let's see this example. The purchasing company agreed to issue 10,000 equity shares of 100 each, 5,000 debentures at 100 each and 5 lakhs in cash to vendor firm. So here the purchasing company is paying 10 lakhs worth of equity shares. So if you multiply this 10,000 with 100, you will get 10 lakh worth of equity shares. So purchasing company is paying 10 lakhs worth of equity shares plus 5 lakhs debentures. When you multiply this with this, you will get 5 lakhs worth of debentures. So 10 lakhs plus 5 lakhs plus 5 lakhs in cash. So total purchase consideration will be 20 lakhs. So which is paid by the purchasing company to the vendor firm. So this is all about the net payment method, and the step 2 for the calculation of purchase consideration is the purchase consideration which is paid by the purchasing company to the selling company may be discharged in form of cash, shares and debentures or any of these combination. So this steps says about in what form the purchase consideration has to be discharged. So we already discussed here in the net payment method. So this step will not apply for net payment method. This step is only going to apply when you calculate purchase consideration under a net asset method. Okay, so remember this step we are going to follow when we calculate the purchase consideration under net asset method, because in net payment method already they have given in what form. If you see this example, already they have given all the details regarding in what form the purchasing company is going to make a payment to the vendor firm. So here we know we don't need this step number 2. So only when you calculate the PC, purchase consideration, under net asset method, we are going to follow this step number 2.